Hey guys, just want to make a quick guide on the new Hydra boss because a lot of people are struggling with certain parts of it, mostly on the lightning. So in this video I'll show you what you should bring and how you should be setting up the boss. I was able to get a 16 kill trip doing exactly this, and I don't use F keys, so if I can pull that off, I'm sure you will be able to do 12 plus trips fairly often. Starting out, here's the inventory you should use. I take brews because you'll be bringing super restores anyway for prayer. And brews are cheap right now, so you may as well just use them. Also, the Hydra drops ranged and super restore potions commonly, so you can prolong your trips more with brews than with food. The only issue is the inventory space for loot, but worst case scenario, you can drop your brews since you're only around like 3k. The number of brews can vary. I bring 9. If you take no damage or you have a T-bow, you can bring less. But definitely bring a lot of restores either way. And if you're just starting, bring 10 to 12 brews. You're also going to need 1 antidote and 2 range potions. That should last you, and 3 to 5 sharks, so you don't blow through your range pots quickly. For the gear, bring your best range gear. Rune or dragon darts in the blowpipe, or dragon arrows in the twisted bow. Don't use a dragon hunter crossbow here. Blowpipe is actually better. Credit to Wooks for most of the stuff that I got for this guide, because I was watching him a lot today while I was trying to get this task. He's the one who said that the blowpipe was better than the dragon hunter crossbow, and I tested it. He's definitely right with that. Once you got everything ready, just head into the dungeon. Alright, I'm going to do this next part live. Sorry if it's a bit scuffed, but I need to be able to describe everything as I'm doing it, because I know I won't be able to do it when I go back and look and try to fix everything. So I'll edit it and put text over the things if I miss anything, but I pretty much know everything that I want to say, and with the tile markers I can describe them as I get there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your boots of stone here, especially if you're coming back after death, because you can actually die to these hydras, as well as being killed by the boots not being on your feet because the floor is too hot, or whatever Jagex says for the reason for killing you here. This is where you can collect your stuff if you die. Pay 100k. He says that I don't have anything, but like if you were to die, you can pay it there. You don't need to have 100k in your inventory. Let me turn off this music, it's loud. So come over here. I'm going to tell you where to put all of these tile markers because they're important for different things. I'm going to describe each one individually, and it's not going to take a lot of time. This one is for starting the fight. This is tile marker number 1. You want to put it in the corner right next to this red chemical, right in the corner right there, so you can lure Hydra right here. The next one is going to be right over here. After it does 3 attacks on you, you're going to run over here while attacking it, and you're just going to pull it over to this little area right here. Then, after you've got it pulled and it's around 80%, you're going to go straight over to this one. This one's probably the most important one because it sets up for the lightning attack. Basically, he's going to be right here, and then you're going to attack him until he does his lightning attack. Once he does that, you're going to want to follow the wall all the way down by just clicking this tile marker right here. Make sure you've got them both placed. This one's right next to the blue chemical. I put it in the middle because it's just easier for me to run to, and I think it actually gives me more of a distance to get away from the lightning. So I would put it to, as close to the middle as you can. It also keeps Hydra right on here, and it's just a really good spot, so try to put it in the middle. Then, once you've run down to here, on this one right here, you're going to want to place a tile marker where this bar is right on the second window. This one right here is so that you can run to it right after running here and follow the wall so that you can avoid the lightning. And then after you've ran here, as soon as you get here, you're going to run to this tile marker right here, 7 spaces across. It can pretty much be anywhere like 3 to 4 across, but I put mine 7 across because it's just the easiest for me to run to. I didn't have these tile markers before, I just did it straight from memory. If you don't need the tile markers if you play on the official client, just remember all you have to do is just follow the wall down to the corner, run to this part of the wall around where the second window is, and then just run to here. You'll see how you can avoid the lightning once it happens. As for this one, this is the next tile marker. It's going to be right next to this little bit of floor that's half knocked out. This is just in conjunction with this tile marker in the corner right next to the door for when he does his fire attack, and you'll see that later. And then you're also going to use this one a second time because the fire is going to burn in this line, and you're going to step right there. I have a tile marker thing on right now, but you should be able to see that once I've edited it out. Once you step right here, you'll see when the fight continues that it's much easier than it looks, and I'm trying not to take a lot of time to do this, but it's just so that you can get away from his attacks and his flame attacks, and you don't want to get caught up in either of those. So I'll describe this all again as I'm going through it. It's just so you can put the tile markers here. I'm explaining each one right now. You don't have to worry about how I've explained it. You only have to worry about that when you go in. There's 2 phases to this boss, or 2 parts. One is the starting. because you're not going to be able to just start in this corner right here. You're going to have to run and take a few hits. So it's a little bit different starting than it is starting after the first kill, like once you've got your trip going. But I'm going to try to do this the best that I can live for these 2 kills so that I can show you how to reset properly as well as to get the room cycle down. Make sure that you have this cycle. You don't have to have tile markers. It's just in these vicinities. You want to be around here, and then once you run, you want to be around here. You also have to give the lightning a second, but I'll show you right now. First thing you want to do, I pre-pot, I drink my antidote, and then I'm ready to go in. I think I drink a second dose there, doesn't matter. Drink your range pot, and put on these 3 prayers. If you feel like you're going to get maged, or you feel like he's maging you too much, you can put on mage. You're going to go right in. He's ranging me. Run to this corner, don't worry about attacking him first. He's going to switch his attack style to a poison blob right here. And you're going to just run away from it while attacking. Switch your prayer to mage or range depending on what his first attack was, and just alternate. And then once the 3rd attack happens, you're going to want to switch to range, because he switches attacks every 3rd hit. And then once you've got him down to around 79 or 80-ish, you bring him over to this one right here. His defense is going to go up on here, but that's okay, because you can kill him really easily anyway. Now is when he's going to start doing the lightning stuff. So just keep in this tile marker right here, and then just wait for him to do it. All you have to do is keep counting the hits and make sure you don't get hit. I might take a hit right here. He's probably going to do it with lightning right now. Nope, he's going to do it right now then. As soon as he does it, I wait a second. I run straight down once I see that lightning strike appearing right there. I run like this. And I avoid all of the lightning. Completely avoid it. I took a hit right there, but that's okay. Now he's going to go into the melee, well, not the melee form, but he's also trapped on this spot right here, which is why you want to do it specifically there. Run to this tile. I've got to switch my attack. And then stay right here, turn off your run. Make sure you don't run out of prayer like I almost did there. Try to keep attacking him while you're stunned, and then just wait for him to do the flame wall here, and there. Once he focuses, walk here. Then walk to this area right next to your other tile marker. You can turn run on here, and just start attacking him. He's going to switch his attack. I think he was ranging. I stopped talking right here because I knew I wasn't going to be able to explain this as effectively as I could. Basically, when this form appears, this is going to be the Jad form. The first attack it's going to be is going to be the opposite of whatever attack the form right before it was doing. It's a little bit complicated because say you took 3 mage hits and then it was going to do a range hit. Since it was going to do a range hit, that means that the Jad form is going to start with a mage hit. However, if it only did 1 or 2 mage hits on you, you know that the Jad form is going to start with range as soon as you knock out the form right before Jad form. When in doubt, just remember the last attack that you saw from the form right before Jad form, and then pray the opposite prayer of it. If you have to tank a hit, that's fine. Just leave the same prayer up that you already put up. Don't switch it or panic. As soon as you switch to that prayer, it's going to alternate just like Zulrah's Jad form does. Now watch out, because when it does its first 3 attacks, after that it's going to shoot out the acid ball that it shoots out just like in the first phase of the fight. All you have to do is just avoid it, or avoid all of the puddles that are on the ground. Try not to walk into the fire. I usually just walk like 1 or 2 steps away. After that, it's going to stay in normal Jad form, and it's not going to do an acid pool again unless you take a long time killing it. If you want to bring a Bracelet of Slaughter, this is usually when I switch to it, because it's right before the end of the kill. And I tested it, it does work on the Hydra boss. Once you've gotten comfortable enough to kill this phase, and you will because it's not too hard to alternate between the prayers once you get into the flow of how you're supposed to do this part, then you won't have a problem finishing off the kill. Normally this is the part where I take some damage, but it doesn't really matter because I only use like 1 or 2 brew sips or a shark. And that's nothing going into the next part of the fight. You can take your loot here. I keep it always right in this area right here. It won't disappear. As soon as you take your loot, head over to here once you're all set. Repot range if you used a brew, and then get ready with your range prayer. He's going to respawn, but this time once he respawns, he's going to be pulled straight to you. There it is on the minimap, and here he comes. He's using mage this time. So that means this time I'm going to have to wait for his 3rd attack. That's 2. Oh, that was 3 actually. So put on range. Just keep it going like this. Keep attacking him as you run down. Once the splats disappear is when you're going to be switching your prayer. There we go. It's just an easy way to remember it. I'm going to lure him down here because he's close to 70. And we're going to do the same cycle again. Died a little bit too quickly there, but it doesn't matter. Defenses are going to be lowered instantly. I think he's going to switch again soon. Yep, looks like I was right on the money. Keep your prayer up. 2 attacks. Here comes the 3rd attack. Alright, wait for it. There's that one. Run. Straight over here. I kind of missed it by a tile. I might get hit. Yeah, I did get hit right there. See, if you're a tile off, it can hit you like that. You want to make sure that you do get to that end tile right there. Crap, he's ranging now. Also, I forgot to say it's fine to eat during this part right here. And also, you can kill him early at this part right here. I have footage of how I've killed him early before. So just make sure if you do kill him early, you know what to do. I'll describe what you should do. He's maging right now. I think he's going to go to range now. Nope, he maged. It's okay. So I think that he was on mage cycle, which means that this one's going to range me. Yep. 3 attacks, and then he does his toxic. Keep your current prayer on. It's mage, and then you're smooth sailing for the rest of the fight. And I'll do that one more time so I can demonstrate lightning again. This is more rare, but it probably will happen to you. You might kill Hydra too early and set it into Jad phase before it can set up the fire. If you do this, it's actually kind of easier and faster to end the fight. Try to predict what its first hit is based on its last hit. If you don't remember, just gamble it. Don't worry about taking the 40 or whatever damage you get hit by for it. You can just always make sure that your prayers are right for the rest of the Jad phase. All you gotta do is kill it normally. It's just that it's probably gonna stun you when it happens because it's not really expected that you're gonna kill it before it does its regular fire attack. So basically just keep calm and make sure that you just do everything normal that you would for the Jad phase, but you just do it a little bit earlier when the flames come out. 2. He's gonna do lightning. Wait until it hits there and run. Just like this. And there we go. If you run to right here, it pretty much makes you safe from everywhere. Again, here is the tile markers. I described them in detail earlier, but make sure that you hit this one before you go to here. Even if your character slows, if you can run from there to there, you should be okay. Anyway, good luck on pet. Good luck on whatever drops you're trying to get. And this boss is actually really fun to kill. I want to keep killing it. I want to keep killing it until I can get pet, but it's impossible because obviously I'm not going to get that many tasks. Hope this helped you. If it did, leave a like, and I'll see you if I decide to make another guide on this one, or if they decide to change any of the things about Hydra in a future update.